Hello there everybody, it is Rosanna here, aka Rosie Glow. It has been a little while, I've been busy recalibrating. Whilst I've been busy recalibrating, we have been building up to a full moon that is peaking tomorrow. And everybody I have spoken to in all of my classes and all around has been having some kind of reaction to this. Let me know if you've been up a lot during the night. Either you've not been able to sleep, or you have been waking up or being in your sleep state and aware of things going on within your dreams, particularly these kind of emotions that are really prevalent that you just don't know what to do with. It can be feeling taken for granted, it can feel like being taken the piss out of. People are talking about being enraged, in deep terror. Hello Nandina, hello Hope. And the key thing is, why is this happening at the moment? The full moons are becoming more and more intense at the moment because there are collective purges going on. We are dealing with our own personal unconscious and subconscious, and those of us who've been on a path for a while doing that are also working with the collective subconscious. And that's why we have these powerful moments when we are dealing with a challenge in our own lives. As we overcome that challenge for ourselves, we're basically clearing a block for all of humanity. So why is this going on at the moment? Because it is time we dealt with the collective shit that we have all been affected by. And this is the unprocessed trauma that passes from one generation to the next. And it passes down when the generation before just hasn't got the toolkit to be able to deal with it. So it gets stuck in our cellular memory and then gets passed down to the next generation to live out in some way in order to be able to find the solutions, the healing that is necessary. Now, I know there are loads of you out there who have done a lot of work on yourself, okay? And it's like, it just keeps coming, Rosie. Well, one of the things we really need to check in with are the tools that we're actually using, whether they are fourth dimensional tools, which I include yoga, meditation, Reiki, EFT. These are all fourth dimensional tools. And then you have fifth dimensional tools, which are really multi-dimensional tools that move you out of a space where you're getting small and incremental changes and you're actually setting your agenda, clearing up the resistance, and then having huge changes. Anybody who knows me will know that I've been working this path for a long time, but the commitment in the last few years has led me to bring in a dream man, to have my first 7K week, to be offered opportunities to be able to go and do work in 3, not 1, but 3 paradise islands. And honest to God, the better it gets, the better it gets. And I'm not saying this stuff to gloat. I'm saying this to say I have gone through my own personal barriers. I have challenged myself, and every time it has got difficult, I've had the choice to either go into my poor me story or to actually use the energy that is there as a catalyst for change. And you have to get really fed up in order to be able to actually make the change, because the ego programming, which is our subconscious programming, will always keep you where you're used to being. Tomorrow's the full moon. Tonight I've got a full moon meditation that I'm going to be hosting, and it's not to the public because it really is to those of you that are really interested in doing some deep diving and clearing your cellular memory, clearing your cellular trauma, aligning with unity consciousness and setting the baseline of calm rather than terror in your daily life. This is so important because we are basically walking time bombs, if you like, full of trauma that is unprocessed and constantly being triggered. We never know when it's going to happen, but we become very reactionary, and we see it in our relationships, we see it in our work life. You get in this pattern where you feel like you're trying so hard, why aren't you getting the results that you want? And this is where you have to understand your conscious mind isn't in control. It's your subconscious programming that is leading the way. And if you are finding yourself challenged by one drama after another, then it is really time to do something about it. And what I hear endlessly is, I don't have the time, I don't have the money. And you know what? Well, you don't have the time and you don't have the money, you're never going to have a shift. When you make a shift into being a co-creator of your reality, you accept that even if you don't have the time or the money now, just by committing to doing something and saying, yes, I really want this and I really need this, the way how will reveal itself. And this has been my story. You know, when I first started on this journey, I used to say, oh, I'm not my own ideal client because I don't have the money to afford my services. But you know what? I was always the person with the credit card ready to make the payment because I knew I needed whatever the person I was going to had to offer to get me to the next step in my journey. Sure, I've doubted myself. Sure, I've wondered whether the things I'm doing actually work, but I've just kept going. And I know that if I use the tools support me. And that's what this meditation is about, is an introduction to the tools I use. We're going to be working with Mahatma energy. We're going to be doing a co-creation meditation. And really what we're going to be doing is dropping the excuses for holding on to the shit that was never ours anyway. We never created this stuff, but we hold it and we nurse our wounds. Oh, there's that lovely wound of rejection. Oh, that wound of I'm not good enough. Oh, that wound of it doesn't matter how hard I try, I just can't get anywhere. Oh, you know, the desire to just like escape the discomfort that is actually within you, and how we go about doing that. It's all there. And you know what? The path isn't one of beating yourself with a stick. The path is one where you lovingly look at your shadow and you look at how you can actually support yourself to change. And you do need the support network to do that. Be very, very aware of your support network and whether they're actually just being a buffer and really holding your pain for you and then giving it back to you, or whether they're helping you to process your pain. None of us have got time anymore to keep holding on to our pain stories. If you want to do that, carry on, but you're just going to be in more pain. It's not going to go away. Nothing's going to change unless you make the decision to change it. Every full moon, we get this light shone on all the shitty stuff inside of us, on all the darkness and all the unprocessed stuff, and we get this opportunity to bring light, love and healing to it. We're going to be working with the platinum flame tonight because it's really coming through as the energy that wants to work with us. So if you'd like to join us, please follow the link. There's already on YouTube and on Facebook links to the full moon meditation. It is a paid for meditation. It's only £11, and obviously you'll have access to the replay. It's going to be a biggie, okay? And really, I only normally offer this to my Rise community, who are people who've done coaching with me already, because of the deep inner work that's required to be able to do this deep diving. If you're committed to joining, I know your higher self wants you to be on the show, and I will be supporting you through whatever's going on, and we'll be very interested in your feedback as well. So do join me if you like, and if you are interested in a huge breakthrough now, you're fed up of all the crap that's been going on, then I want you to give me a call with your credit card details, and we're going to get you started tomorrow, not any other day, tomorrow. I've got my next group starting tomorrow and I want you on it. So if you are ready, remember, there is always a way, and when you look for it, you will find it, and that's how you become a co-creator of your reality. I've done it. I know you can do it. All you've got to do is get over your fear, and that's what I'm here to help you with. So join me tonight. Let's do some amazing stuff, and let's use this energy, because that's what it comes to be a catalyst for the change that we actually want. You know what I'm doing. Come join me. Lots of love. Bye.